Hi, it is Baroxus here. Today I'll be doing a deck profile on Cardians. Now, Cardians recently got 2 new cards from Raging Tempest, so it's pretty much more viable now since the spell card is pretty good. So first we have Cardian Kiri or Paonia. Basically, it's a bait card. If you summon it, and if they attack this, you get to draw a card. It's actually bait, but you can also use it to special summon from your hand. It doesn't restrict how much you can special summon from your hand. This is for your tuner, but it's very harder than the other tuner to summon, so you're most likely to summon the other tuner than this tuner, since this requires a level 11 one. Yanagi or Willow, same thing as this, you can special summon from hand, but you must have a Cardian face up on the field first. So basically you can summon this, and then you can recycle your graveyard and draw a card again. So this card's pretty good to use. And this Cardian Momoji Nishika. This card basically sort of like an MST for you, but you need to draw into a Cardian monster though. And also you must tribute a Cardian monster to trigger its effect. Tsukini's Zebra Grass with Moon. Let's see, this card. It's basically destroys an opponent monster, same thing as the other one, but not spells and traps, but this one's for a monster. It's same as this one, but you need to tribute a Cardian card though. It's basically like Magical Mallet, but you must have a Cardian level 7 or lower on the field to trigger its effect. So you get to mallet your Cardians monsters in your hand to recycle it, so that you can get a tuner, since most of the time you want to draw into a tuner to use the deck. And this card basically destroys one monster. Actually no, I messed up. This is actually the one destroys a monster. This one basically, once per turn, if this card destroys a monster, you get a draw one card. This basically attacking and draw one. This is your tuner monster, which is pretty much more viable than using this other tuner card. You usually use this for just synchro most of the time. Now it is the card from Raging Tempest, Cherry Blossom of Curtain. Basically, it's sort of like an honest card. It's a hand trap also. So then you can gain 1000 attack when the Cardian monster attacks until the end of this turn. Also you can activate this card in your hand and special summon from your hand. If you draw into a Cardian monster, you can summon this card. If not, then let's go to the graveyard. This card, usually you don't really need it, but usually you just use it to tribute this card most of the time. But now, since there's a new spell card, you can pretty much use this card now. This is your main card to summon to special summon your other Cardians, so you really need to run 3 of these. Most of the time you might end up getting dead draws, so you need to have these for the spell cards. This is basically set it in any order your Cardian cards. So then say like you summon this and then you set order to this card, then you can draw into it and then special summon on your other card like this one, and then you can tribute and draw again, and then you can get your other Cardian Paolona, and then special summon that you can synchro pretty easily. This basically just set up your Cardian cards. This just search up for the level 1s. Soul Charge is useful because you can after you finish synchroing into 5 lights, you can synchro into Cardian Light Shower. Light Shower prevents your opponent from targeting them, and they can't be destroyed by Raigeki or Dark Hole, which is pretty nice. And this relies on luck. You can either use this card to set up to make them have all Cardian monsters, or you rely on luck and use this to make hopefully you get a Cardian card. And also when this card's in graveyard, you can basically say like you can't summon this card. You can just like remove this card from play and then tribute one Cardian monster on your field, and then you can special summon it like this card, ignoring summon condition. Now this card is a new card Regeneration. This is basically sort of like a monster reborn for Cardians. Sadly you can't use it on the synchros though. but you can special summon it from your hand, ignoring its summoning condition, so you want to run 3 of these. This card also has another interesting effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can, by a card effect, like most of the time if you didn't join the Cardian monster, they will send it to graveyard, you can use its second effect. So you can like evacuate the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can draw into like get one of the spell cards, like either this soul charge or whatever you have, and you can add it to your hand, and then you can also, that's pretty much it. Like its 2 effects, either revive or use its middle effect to get other spell cards like these ones. This one basically special summon for 100 attack Cardian monsters, pretty much viable since there's a lot of Cardians that can be summoned normally. Now we have Chasing Wing or Following. This card's pretty much I use it because it can't be targeted and also can prevent its bad destruction on Amashiko, and also can, if they have a higher attack monster, I can just use it to like get it over its level, but it won't work on Exit monsters sadly. So I think only Utopia the Lightning could kill this card, but this prevents bad destruction, which is why I have this card in this deck, since I thought it might be a good combo. This card basically, it's like a Armor Matis. Your opponent cannot activate card effects when a Cardian monster is attacked or attacked, and you can negate spell once per turn. If this card dies, you can basically summon like any of your other Cardian monsters except for 5 lights. This basically, your opponent can draw a card, they get burned, and also this protects your Cardian monster from being targeted. This card deals piercing damage, and it also allows you to prevent your opponent from using Light Swarm Burning Abyss cards in grave. Is a pretty good counter against them. Kutoa, since you can pretty much summon most of the synchros, you can use this card to get rid of their Exceed monster, since most of the time they will just go for Utopia the Lightning. 7 Sins, these cards, these high level monsters, it's very easy to summon the high level monsters, so you can use it to Exceed summon if you want to. And also I have the Cavalry, since there is level 2 in this deck also. Since the Synchro tuner monster makes them level 2, so you can summon this easily. Now the side deck, these are optional, but you can use this. This card is pretty bad, but the enemy effect is pretty annoying. So basically each time they special summon from the hand, they return back to the hand. But the playable version is only once per turn. If it had its enemy effect, you can just prevent your opponent from special summon from hand. So then it's an anti-exceed card, since most of the time they're going to have to special summon from the hand to exceed summon their second monster. Galaxy Light, basically copy a level to level 12. Then you can exceed summon to these, or use the calculator for its high level attack, so you can get like over 9,000 attack, so it's pretty much good. Advanced Draw, since you have mostly level 8 or higher card monster, you can use it to draw 2 cards, or you can use this card to draw. Magic Star Illusion, same thing as Galaxy Queen's Light, BC against attack, which is not exceed summon. Since most of the time you're going to have level 12s, you can use this card to get a high attack damage. Castor, Coral Dragon, and Red Dragon Archfiend. And this is pretty much it for the Cardian deck. It seems a bit complicated, but as you use it more, it can be very simple to use.